Hi everyone. I think I forgot pretty much everything in the last half year. I don't think I'll be doing in any way, shape or form some kind of like end of year like almost daily like vlogging slash sitting down and opening my end of year countdowns, advent calendars and so on anymore, because it just wiped me out. On top of everything else, it was just really exhausting, and I'm like I was still knitting, but I felt like the setting everything up and sitting down and recording and everything just felt like more of a chore. So I just decided to take a break, unannounced or anything. But in the end, this is my knitting diary, and it's meant as a knitting diary, so I can go back and see what I've been working on, what I was doing, what maybe I liked at one point, and how my preferences in terms of knitting have changed. So I'm not too like concerned about the break. It's just gonna be a little bit of time for catching up. I will be not showing everything I've finished in the last half year because it's a bunch, and I think that would be a little excessive. In fact, I don't even have all of the whips down here with me because they're also a lot, and some of them are just a little too tricky to maneuver right now because well, I'll get to that in a moment. For starters, let's start with what am I wearing. I am wearing a design by Tori. I am wearing my Uptown pullover. It's this one right here. It is a tad, like, it's here. This is how long I made it. I'm still debating going back and adding like an inch, maybe, just like an inch. But I love the lace for the sleeve. I love the way this fits. It's really pretty, it's gorgeous, it's comfortable, and I'm having a lot of fun wearing it. And yeah, it had been done for a while now, but I felt like this was the one I felt like wearing today. So here we go. And then we're going to go straight into some of the other finished objects in no particular order because I don't think I can. We have, for starters, these two here. These are the Dizzy Sparkler socks. These were the qualifier socks, or one of the two qualifying patterns for the Super Sock World Championship. I am attempting this this time around, this year. I started knitting the qualifier for Sock Madness this year, but we had a week of being sick, and then I had strained my arm again, and it just was not going to happen, not with the intarsia and the 3 colors and everything that was going on there. So I have those socks. Those are whipped still upstairs, and they will be finished eventually because I love the colors I picked, but they're not something I've been working on in the last, let's say, 2 weeks based on what I've brought down. So these are the socks. I'm going to come closer to show you. So this is the pattern. It is sort of a cable-y pattern, and the yarn is pineapple yarns in the colorway Mint Julep. Marina of Pineapple Yarns does not dye anymore, and I have quite a bit of her yarn still in my yarn collection, and I do like it a lot. I love the way it feels. I love the colors. They are maybe a bit too neon for my everyday wear, but I feel like for socks it always works, or for a cute little accessory. And these, I had to knit those socks up in that yarn because it's just absolutely gorgeous. I knit these in a size large, so 72 stitches, and I finished them with some time left. I think I knit them in under 10 days, or 10 days roughly. I think I cast on Sunday and I cast off Saturday. That means 8 days? no, 9 days. So yeah, so I am in the Super Sock World Championship SWC, and I'll show you sock number 2 shortly. But next up we have, I'm going to pull this one out. This is an old one. This is Stephen West's Slipstravaganza. Here you go. It is finally done. I cast this on when this was a mystery knit along, and I was on track to finish up until clue 3. And then I think for clue 3 the week was just incredibly busy and hectic, and I did not have any knitting time. And then I ran out of steam because everybody else was done, and I just, yeah, stupid reasons. But I finally finished it. I did this with a mohair dare. And let me see if I can remember my colors. My main color is Archaic Fibers, One of a Kind. Then I have some teal torch knits in here. I have the teal, the bright teal right here. And also the bright yellow, that's the color Bananas, B-A-N-A-N-A-S. And then I also have a Earl Grey Fibers color in here. And then the mohair is what was the mohair? I don't remember, I'm sorry. But one was just a very, very light gray, I want to say. Oh, that was the, was it Monster Uruguay? Maybe? But the teal, I don't remember. The teal is just slightly darker than my, as you can see here. It's just slightly darker than the actual teal. And, yeah. I am finally done. I still have a couple ends to weave in from the I-cord. And everything else just needs to be cut off after I've blocked this. So this is unblocked, so obviously. My mom was here, and my mom kindly wove in a ton of ends for me, including this particular guy right here, which I am very grateful for. And yeah, it certainly helped. And so now I have another shawl that is done, and I have for maybe next time 2 more shawls that you will be seeing. But first off, next up we have these are another like long-term whip that is finally off the needles. These are my Hermione's Everyday Socks. I finished these about a month ago. So I only did the pattern for the Hermione's Everyday Socks on the leg, and then the foot I knit in plain stockinette. Frankly, I don't know if it's this yarn which made it hard to see the pattern and how it's flowing, or if it was the pattern itself. I just did not enjoy this. That's why I only have the pattern on the leg and not the foot. The foot is plain stockinette, and I have not woven in the ends on this one yet because my mom had already gone, and then I was left to my own devices, which is fine. But I felt like at least freeing up some needles. And I did just that. So this is another pair of socks that is done, and I have the needles back. And then you've seen this one here already. This is my Freckled Whimsy Advent sock from last year, from 2023. I finished one, and then I had started the second one, but I haven't finished it, but now it's finished. So now we have 2 Freckled Whimsy Advent 2023 socks. And again, those need to have ends woven in, but I wanted to just finish them. That was my main goal in the last month or so. And then I knit myself a pair of socks for, I don't think I brought all of this Mr. Direct socks from the year down, whatever. I finished these guys right here. This is the Desert Vista Dyeworks Somebody and the Mystery Machine colorway. I knit these two to the minimum minimum requirements basically. So it's a 3.5 inch leg with a cuff, and I did a contrast heel on these with also this was that works with one of the teals I had ordered separately as just solids, and a Fish Lips Kiss heel, and these are for myself, and yeah, those were for, I believe those were May. Oh, there it is. Okay, then I have only one. Okay, I have two of these though. This is the Great Barrier Reef colorway from Desert Vista Dyeworks. These were my socks for, I believe, April or March. And the second one is Summer Upstairs. Again, this is Fish Lips Kiss heel, and it's just like 20 rounds of ribbing. Is it 20? No, this is 15. 15 rounds of ribbing, and then it's some stockinette for the leg until I felt like it was done, it was good. Fish Lips Kiss heel, and then my foot. And the second one, like I said, is upstairs. I must have just not grabbed it, or I hope I didn't drop it on the way down here. And then for the last pair of socks I have right here with me that I finished, I have the Most Ardently socks from Nomadic Yarns. I knit these up in, I want to say like a week or a week and a half, with again a Fish Lips Kiss heel. Contrast color is Cascade Heritage sock in, did they call this one camel? I think this was the camel colorway. So these are also done. These are 20 rounds cuff, 40 rounds for the leg, and then 55 for the foot, and then the toe. Both of these need ends woven in but are otherwise done. And the last finished object I grabbed is the one I finished last night actually. It is Casapinka's Local Yarn Cowl. And I bound this off last night. It is not blocked. I have nothing woven in. This is the Local Yarn Store Day pattern that Casapinka released this year. And I got my yarn from Heather Yarn Co. And it is, the brown is the colorway Maple from Spun Right Round. And the blue is Matisse Blue from Malabrigo in the sock base. So this is really nice and comfortable. I'll quickly put it on. I don't have glasses on, so I guess this should be fine. This is like a super squishy cowl that is going to keep me very warm and nice and snuggled up for winter. And I am thrilled with these colors. They're just really wonderful. I had fun knitting this. In fact, this ended up being something I was working on quite a bit when we had our family TV nights, when we were just watching some anime all together, and it was fun because it was a quick knit. I didn't have to really look down at the pattern anymore after a few of the repeats were done, and I would just look when I was done with a particular section for the increases, which ones she wanted me to do and how and what and where. So 10 out of 10 would recommend this pattern even if you did not get it from Local Yarn Store Day. I will say that I did not use a ton of the yarn. I used about half a skein of the blue, well, not even that. I used 34 grams, I think it was, of the blue, and then the brown I have not weighed yet because I just finished that. Let me do that real quick. And then the battery died. I had gotten up to check on the yarn weight that I have left for the brown for the Maple by Spun Right Round, and I have left 39 grams, so I used 61 grams. So there we go. This is this gorgeous little one. I have enough to make a second one with the colors reversed. I'm debating on doing that, but I'm not yet 100% certain because I am not usually the person to make a pattern multiple times, especially if it's something bigger than a pair of socks, with a few select exceptions. And I think that actually also leads me right into my whips. So we're gonna check out this guy right here. This is my second Brooklyn Raglan Lite by Tori. I am knitting this in the color Hot Label by Tiny Human Knits, I believe. And I have gotten this far. Don't fall. I've gotten this far. I am currently working on the Raglan increases. I'm done with the short rows and all that. So now we're just working on the Raglan increases for quite a while. And yeah, then we're pretty much already done, I'm gonna say, because then it's just a body straight stockinette until you get to the bottom where you need to do the ribbing, and the sleeves are really short, so that's not gonna take too long either. I am knitting this with my friend EJ with Crafty Turtle, and we are both working on a Brooklyn Raglan, which is fun to have like a friend knitting the same thing, and we're just like, we're talking about it, and we're setting goals for where we want to be at which time, and that's just really helpful. So right now I need to work on the Raglan increases. I am supposed to be done with them by the time we meet up the next time, and I don't know exactly when that's gonna be, so I'll have to look that up. But yeah, that is where I'm at with this one. This is one of the current whips that I've actually been working on quite a bit lately. And then the second one, which is also kind of a whip that I'm knitting on with EJ, is my Trestle Tee by Tif Neilan. That's how that goes. Alright, I have finished the back yoke, and I finished the front left and right shaping, and now I'm working on the lace. So this is where I left off. We're just taking our time. I do love this pattern a lot. I love the way this looks. My one caveat is that while I'm getting stitch gauge, I am pretty off on the row gauge. I was 12 rows short on the back to get the inches I was supposed to be getting per pattern. In total, I think I'm off 4 rows per 4 inches. So a row per inch I'm off, and that does make quite a difference. So we're gonna have to see and figure out how we're gonna do this best. But I'm not too worried. I know about my row gauge issue, and that means I can actually work on it, and I know how to fix it too. Thanks to some help and some like mathing with friends. But yeah, we'll get there and it'll be fine, and I will have another nice summer tee in a gorgeous yellow. This is Elemental Effects Coastal in the Mango shade, by the way. So there's that. And oh, I have 2 more. And then I have the second stock for SWC, Super Stock World Championship. I chose the Boudicca colorway. Not the colorway, the Boudicca pattern from the 2 that we got to pick from. And that one has cables, and it also has a lace pattern. So I'm going to show you this right now. Here we go with the cable side. This is the front. And here's the lace pattern on the back. And then there's also some faux cable, mock cables in the cuff right up here and on the sides. So this one I am knitting in Magpie Fibers, a rustic sock, and I don't remember what the colorway was called off the top of my head. I will put it down in the corner. I will say, however, that this is definitely a rustic yarn. I love the stitch definition. This is really like in person. This is really a great way you can really see everything that's going on. My one caveat would be that it is hard on my hands and I am a bit worried about finishing these socks in time for the competition because it's really straining, and I do notice that after I knit the entire lace section here after the cuff, I knit in one day, and I did not pick it up for the day after that because it was just hurting too much. So yeah, I kind of hope I'll be able to finish those in time, because the other socks, while they're an interesting pattern, they have the same kind of intarsia as the Sock Madness qualifier socks, and I'm not keen on that right now. So that's a personal problem though. So yeah, that's what I'm working on here. I'm knitting these a size up. I'm knitting these on a US 1.5, and I am also doing 72 stitches because I want to make sure that with the cables and everything it's not too tight and it still fits my foot well enough, because I don't think anybody else in my family would necessarily want those kinds of socks. So so they'll have to fit my foot. And then, because it's not just SWC time, it's also summer sock camp time, I am also working on Opa's socken, grandpa socks. So this is a colorway by Kirby Werby. It's called Hells to the Yes. And then I used a opal, just darker gray for contrast, heel and toe. This is once again a Fish's Kiss heel. I didn't want to go with the heel in the pattern because I know the Fish's Kiss heel in 72 stitches fits me incredibly well and I don't have to worry about anything. So we're doing that, and then the top of the sock is the Opa Sokken pattern all the way to the foot, and then the decreases are also done to pattern. Are they? I think they are. So yeah, I finished one sock and the second sock will get started here shortly. So those are the whips I've been working on. I did go to Maryland Sheep and Wool and I met up with a friend there. Because it was raining, I didn't take any pictures or anything at all. But I did get a couple things that you will see shortly. I need to charge my batteries properly again, like from scratch. Clearly not using them for this long has not helped their situation. The battery just went again. So I'm going to wrap this up right now because there's not much I have left to say. I did prepare some project bags with needles and yarn wound and ready to go for summer sock camp. But I think I'm just going to show you that next time because I don't want to take up too much of your time. Where was I? I have a couple things I want to still add, and I hope that I can be back again in a few weeks to just go over what I've been working with other finished objects I have from the last few months, because there are a few, and what I'm working on. Maybe I have some more finished objects from like right now, from here on out. But all in all, yeah, I hope you'll have a great day and I'll see you all soon. Bye.